Oops.
We are live.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
We are currently live. People are watching the ads right now.
I see.
Okay, so what I was going to say, though, is that the Esplanade during the daytime is like, the standard sort of fish market, goods and lots of colorful shops and colorful, merchants with their own carts and their own little kiosks and things like that. And then in the nighttime, it's more like the Vegas strip type thing. Okay. Like, so there's lots of places to drink and lots of places to eat and lots of places to buy women and stuff. Yeah, there are a few places where you can watch a show.
Say hello to people. Hi.
Hello, people.
Hello, people.
Everyone. Hi. Judo Freak.
More
good to see you.
Hello and less cat house.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
nice.
Whereas the Strand is the place where you go to commit, to meet with mafia bosses and commit murders and stuff.
Sounds like a happening spot.
Okay. All right. Hi, Beard and Brush. Good to see you. All right. So it is 8:00. Welcome to Arragas City of Dreams, episode 10. All of our intrepid heroes are with us this evening, except for Amanda, who had life come up in the form of a sick kid. So she's making sure that sick kid doesn't get the other kids sick, which is a noble effort. And I wish her the best of fortunes, because we don't like passing
sick kid.
Sickness around in houses.
Spreads your disease.
Sick kids suck.
Okay, so that's really weird, because I can clearly see that we have at least 2 people in the chat room, but my viewers count says 0 right now.
I think it just refresh it, maybe. That'll just refresh the chat.
Yeah, I guess let's just keep going.
Mine's up to 5.
I hope that number.
There it goes.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it turns out my computer's just slow.
I just came for the chat.
Okay, so, I just came for the chat. Okay, so to recap last week's episode, the adventurers are attempting to prevent what may be a clandestine and also forced marriage of a young woman, Violetta Castellani, the daughter of Adel Castellani, a wealthy merchant who has made the claim that his political and financial rivals, the Renaud family, have orchestrated this entire charade as a way of both tricking one of the Castellani daughters into marrying one of the Renaud sons, Olivier, and also as a way to secure a very large financial dowry from the Castellani family, thus rising in political and financial stature and also damaging their rivals at the same time. So, hey, Kethra. Wee. Okay, so... hey, Duchess. I didn't see you log in because that purple is so regal. My plebeian eyes can't really see it very well.
I think it's really hard to read.
Yeah, it's a very noble purple. Okay, so the last week the adventurers figured out that the Renauds have something planned. There's some sort of a shindig or something that's going on, but they can't find any evidence anywhere that it is a wedding. And so they also have not been able to locate Violetta through any means, normal or magical. And so now they are going to plan B, which is they're going to try to track down Olivier and question him and get to the bottom of this mystery. And if that doesn't work, then they have been, it has been strongly suggested to them by Dagan, who is Adel Castellani's lieutenant, that they switch over to Plan C, which involves punching the inside of someone's hand. It's very painful. Okay, so what does everyone want to do? We know that Olivier has been known to sort of drink and fraternize.
Carouse.
Yes,
Yeah.
carouse.
Man,
So wild oats. Down by the docks, by the dock area of town, which is divided into basically two sections. The Esplanade, which is kind of a marketplace, and gambling, drinking, whoring area of town, and then the Strand, which has the same sort of things, but is much more dangerous because it is probably the only place in the city that is truly security level 0. There are no security keeping guilds that will go into that area after nightfall.
Yeah.
And Millipole is stretched too thin to be able to put resources in that particular section of town. So, which is actually probably mostly true.
So first off, in case I did not state this before, I would like to remove my disguise that I formerly had for the rich part of town, so that I don't look like
you're not a Baron anymore.
Puppet from Jigsaw and the Saw movie franchise. So
That Baron puppet?
I was
Yeah.
thinking
with
more.
Yeah, with the very noble cheekbones.
Yeah.
I was thinking more berries and cream, but
Yeah. Well, whatever works for you. And
As long as you're thinking about me, baby.
and also, if we're going to go down the Esplanade, since I was formerly with the Arragas Players acting troupe, would this have been a place we would have performed?
The Esplanade?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys come through the Esplanade every once in a while. I mean, you guys have the main bulk of your troupe actually plays at the what was it called? The Baldry.
Yeah, I think I changed the name. Like the Courtly Ribaldry.
That's what it is. The Courtly Ribaldry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like a sort of a. It's more of one of the bluer theaters in Arragas, right? So the nudity is fine, like that happens, and the body jokes and things like that. You guys run through here every once in a while, but you don't run the circuit all the time anymore because you guys have found a good place to set up. And I'd also like
but it's not totally new. Is I guess what I was.
Right. Yeah. You've played down here before. Also, did you say formerly with Arragas Players? Are you splitting from them?
No, but it's since it is more of a
come and go as you
lower key troupe. It's kind of come and go as you please. It's not a solid core of permanent members. There's kind of like the 5 main managers and workers and.
I see, because if I remember right, you got yelled at because you've been missing rehearsals. Didn't somebody pass? Did nobody pass that on to Vesper that he's missed?
This is like a week or two.
Yeah, back when you guys were trying to intercept him when you had the book, you guys went to the Arragas Players, and his boss basically said, "Oh yeah, no, we haven't seen Vesper in a little while, and you need to tell him that if he doesn't start coming to rehearsals, we're gonna let his understudy play his part in the upcoming."
I did check in later on.
You did?
A bit of a
Yeah. So
Super.
okay, so that's what I meant. Is when you checked in, I wondered if at that time you were like, "Hey, for a little while at least, I need to stop being an Arragas player," because you said formerly of. So I was just.
I think we probably would have explained a brief leave of absence.
lifetime membership though, right?
Yeah, the only way out is
They're
body
not
bag.
picky per se. Just gotta be a
You
little
They gotta buy out.
skinned for that crowd.
You got to buy out your contract.
It's like the Blues Brothers when they're getting beer bottles thrown against the chicken wire country club. A little bit. Anyways, so I would like to actually maybe draft up a couple little flyers for an impromptu show, hopefully down at the Esplanade, and hopefully perform a little recon through those means.
Okay. Well, you can probably get a show at the Sunken Wreck.
Okay.
That's a decent place that actually has a stage built into it. The building itself is literally built from the timbers of a ship that sank in the harbor, basically. Okay. And the captain, the rumor is that the captain of that ship was like, I'm done with the ocean. It's time for me to set up shop and retire. And so he went down, during the recovery process, getting the more valuable possessions from his cargo. He also hauled up a bunch of the wood and timber and stuff and used it as part of the back wall of the Sunken Wreck. And it has a little stage on there, so you can surely get a place there.
Is stream going okay?
I don't know. Aqua Child is saying that it's locking up.
You may just need to lower your video
Expectations.
No, like go down to
I haven't
720.
had any expectations up until now.
No, go down to
I'm going
720. That's what I'm
enlighten
saying.
you because
I thought we already
we
did.
just need to bottom those straight out.
Is that coming out then?
We are getting.
Because mine looks fine.
Yeah, so according to my dashboard, we have 0 alerts. We are green lights across the board. Mm-hmm. So Aqua Child, if you're on a phone, it could be the internet.
Yeah.
It could be your internet connection.
Mine's buffering a whole bunch.
Yeah.
So that's probably what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just because
Mine's
we broadcast in 1080p. Which, I mean, we could lower it. What do you guys think?
Well, and the viewer can lower it as well. That's what I was saying.
We can't. No. Viewers can't, because we're
And
not.
then there's a settings thing that I was looking at that said
Not
auto
unless
or
you're
setting.
not unless you're a Twitch.
I look pretty good at 1080p, but
On
720.
if you're not like if
720 it all goes
haven't
to.
gone up
oh,
the
no,
tier,
crap.
it gives you just the whatever.
All goes to crap. Okay, so
Because I checked it a couple times. And
yeah,
it was like,
Kethra, I'm really glad you're asking
You
about the
gotta
Super
type.
Flossy
It said, like,
thing.
it's not
Won't
available or something.
It just gives you the basic
Because Super Flossy,
Whatever we're outputting.
I don't know what that means, and it's probably because I'm old.
until you get some.
I'm sure it's some sort of a. Okay, so all right, we'll figure it out, and we'll discuss this outside of the Adventure Times. Let's get back to the Adventure Times.
All right, Adventure Times.
All right, so
I got my kid on.
Vesper, are you booking yourself, or are you booking your star attraction, Pippi Stardust?
I think as long as this is the safer of the 2 dingy areas, we'll go with Pippi.
Okay, all right. So you're gonna book Pippi for the Sunken Wreck tonight, because tomorrow, if my calendar is correct, you guys only have today and tomorrow left, right? Oh no, you've got tomorrow's Ara Day. Tomorrow's the 5th Ara Day, so you've got today, this evening, all day tomorrow, and then sometime during Alaguda, it's going to go down.
So yeah, we've got basically 2 evenings left.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometime the next day. So I had a plan. If we don't find this guy and nothing else happens, eventually they're going to have to either move some food from the estate to wherever this is, or move some cooks. So
you
that
just
and
dress as cooks and shuffle on in.
either that or follow the cooks over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
That and my-
storm a wedding, which I'm totally down for.
that and my friend Pippi has done a couple weddings, so I might try to.
Really, it's interesting.
I might try to emphasize that on the flyers.
Okay.
Maybe pick up some business
Weddings and
and
parties.
some information at the same time.
That could be good. That could be good.
So I'll emphasize that on the flyer.
We shall
Okay.
see what we find at the docks.
Would
Yeah,
you really
so-
be okay
My
with that?
friends.
It might be dangerous.
So Kethra has been given a job by Vance. It involves dealing with some church dignitaries and escorting some muckety muck from some side of Arragas to the other side of Arragas. and they desperately need the money. So Vance basically orders Kethra, like, I don't care what your plans were tonight. You need to go run this mission for us right now. It's worth gold. So
it's critical. It's a critical mission.
Bye, Aqua Child. Sorry about that. So, well, I don't know what to say, Kethra, other than, show up. Okay. So anyway, Kethra snaps to attention and she says, "Sir, yes, sir! Vance, you're my favorite person and boss. And as long as I don't have to wash any bog witches or three-fingered persons, I'm happy to do anything. And I shan't complain about it."
Kethra, by the way, do you want to apologize to me for sassing so much?
No.
I don't.
She might. I think she might.
No.
Kethra has one of her mini blackouts, or her eyes roll like this,
Sorry,
and then she says something, but she doesn't actually move her mouth. It just comes out of her nose. It's like a and you're pretty sure it was a yes, but you could.
Okay, that's good enough.
Yeah,
I'll take it. A solid apology. Thank you for.
All right, she stomps out and heads off to her non-washing of the Bog Witch mission.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Hey, girl. By the way, prep zone of truth for tomorrow. Okay, thanks.
Okay, yeah. Kethra nods. Yeah, Kethra nods. Can do.
What an excellent spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So.
Especially for interrogating.
It is to sleep in his arms. In case I mumble in my sleep, everything comes out true. Smart.
You just gave me an idea. I have become more devious as a DM, and you all got to witness it on Twitch.
Well?
Yeah. Yeah, oh good. Okay. I'm going to have to remember that one. All right. So, you wait until evening. Okay? You wait until after, it's not quite Compline, but the sun is starting to go down. And you head down to the Esplanade or the Strand?
I would prefer the Esplanade. I'm somewhat familiar with the area. It's not terrible.
Well, if we can't find it, we'll
not
have
to say that your rough guy disguise wasn't
is
spot on.
Can we
but
clarify real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Esplanade is the
shopping area.
It's like during the daytime.
square,
It's like think of it like a boulevard or broad walk, like a what do I want to say?
It's like
a
Bourbon
boardwalk,
Street.
yeah. Like you go down there during the day and there's all kinds of really nifty shops and everyone's selling their wares and cool things are coming in and shipping out and everything like that, and there's a lot of trendy stores. And then at nighttime it's like Mardi Gras, except not as party-y. What I mean is that people drink on the streets, ladies let their breasts hang out if they're up on balconies.
That seems...
there's gambling, there's people, horses.
Okay, and then the other
Right.
one.
I'm missing
is
the
and then
Strand.
how this isn't as party as
Well, because everyone is not like partying together. It's just that there are people drinking on the street and
There's a lot of
hanging out.
carousing
Yeah.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like
Street vendors, little street entertainers.
Rough and tumble area.
think about the
Tourist
nice
trap.
places that pirates would hang out.
Right.
That's what the Esplanade is at night.
And the Strand.
The Strand is where people go to get murdered, kidnapped, sex trafficked, drugged.
It's like
It's an area?
straight up slum.
Yeah, there's
like a neighborhood or something. Like
it's a whole
region
section.
of
Yeah,
the
so
city.
basically
docks section.
the Esplanade runs along the actual docks, and the Strand kind of runs catty corner to that, up and away into the city.
Okay.
So if you follow the Strand, eventually you'll get to a point where you can't see the docks and you can't really.
Gotcha.
Well, let's start.
And there's lots of seedy persons
then-
there who will kill you for whatever's in your pocket.
We'll go all the way down the Esplanade and back. And if we don't see him, we'll do the same thing with the Strand and just repeat until we find him.
So you guys are going to start patrolling?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I think
Um,
I would. We missed him in the Strand last night, so I think if we spend more time there, it'd be a good idea. So I think I'll go to the Strand because people
Unaccompanied?
are less likely to mess with me. Like, look at me, just
Unaccompanied?
look at me.
Well, I can't let a lone fighter of such skill go
That's a
unaccompanied.
good way to end that sentence.
Yep.
Here, Mr. Stern.
Go unaccompanied.
You know what?
I think
You
I.
can.
I can.
You can let her go.
It would be. I just swore some stuff on a spear.
You're kinda sorta a
And-
drag at a party, so.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I.
I mean, it's not like we made friends with anybody the other night because you're too busy trying to convince them how cool you were.
They listened to my stories and they were enthralled by them.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he
quite
wasn't like
charismatic when I used to
not cool.
Uh-huh.
be.
Yeah, you weren't.
Can
not
I
cool.
attempt to
Alright.
stealth away from Arister so he doesn't see me leave?
No.
And then head to the Strand.
I follow her.
I'll let you attempt the stealth. But since you suggested that you go by yourself before making the stealth attempt, he's going to be watching for you trying to sneak off. So
That's
I'll help
exactly
her.
what I'm
I'll
doing.
distract him.
No.
That's what I figured.
no.
You got like super.
I mean,
into it.
I'm totally talking to him and he's so offended. So
I am
So-
staring
That's
off.
why I was
am-
like, I'm
I
just
am
gonna
going,
back up
roll.
real
If you're gonna try to
slow.
sneak off,
if I help
Vesper
control
watches this
everything.
with indifference,
Huh?
with apathy.
17.
Huh? Do I get a bonus sense roll for being so observant and staring at her the whole time? She doesn't like disappear from me.
I am totally talking to you about your crazy story.
Yeah, you definitely got real wrapped up in when she said that.
Yeah.
You,
I'm gonna
what's
perceive
your-
the shit out of
messed
this, and then you're gonna be like,
yeah. Well, your she beat your passive perception, so by the time you notice she's gone, go ahead and roll a perception check. I'm sorry,
fiddlestick.
but
Oh, my
Shit,
man.
but that thing about you not being good at parties really riveted your attention on the druid.
Well, I missed it probably with any kind of special bonus with 7.
Yeah.
You
So
are
by the time you look
really
around,
arguing with me.
by the time you get back to telling Makaria she cannot travel off on her own, she's already gone.
I scream fiddlestick.
It's a
And
fiddlestick.
fiddlestick. It's a stick you fiddle with.
I
Then you
totally do know all about that.
find in a
I
park
think that's what it
next
is.
to a tree or something. If you have trouble
Yeah,
figuring
I've got
out
like
what
4.
to
I
do
mean,
with your
like
hands.
these.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
hold up all the sticks like the one that's like.
I'm
You know what
pretty
we
sure
should-
it's slang for the bow of a violin, but
You know
That's
what would
your
be
fiddle.
a better thing?
I feel like coming from Arister, there's maybe a story about Paladin boarding school when he was a child, as a young
there was
young
a
man.
game we
and-
played called
Right.
Fiddlesticks.
in the
Bloody Knuckles were
in the
involved.
bathhouse.
At some
No.
point, if I recall, you had offered Goodbard to give me some inspiration whenever I requested.
Oh yes.
I wish to currently be inspired.
What are you
It's
inspired to
Doesn't
do?
work that way.
very temporary.
Okay. Are you saying it would be wiser to wait?
Yes.
Well, if anything untoward happens, I prefer to be inspired first.
Sort of an
Gonna
in the moment thing.
Cash your coupon.
I will cash in my coupon of inspiration. It's +1.
You seriously gave him a coupon for it.
It's a
Because
coupon of
it's
inspiration +1.
gifts.
It's like my first magic
Get the
item.
big
Yeah.
spear and
the very first +1 coupon.
+1 coupon of inspiration.
Oh, I need to remember
it's,
that.
it's limited use.
of artists.
I need to put together a whole table of one-use coupons, magical coupons.
Magical coupon. And
You find a
friendship.
coupon book. Yes.
That's what it is. So,
Oh, goodness.
All right.
I am going to track down Makaria before she gets herself hurt. Would you guys like to search the Esplanade while I search the Strand on my own?
I'm familiar with a bartender at the Sunken Wreck. I might go ask him if he's seen anything. Maybe talk a little bit.
Where is that in the Esplanade?
That is in the Esplanade.
How long does it take to walk
His name
from one end
is,
to the other?
Of the Esplanade or the whole circuit?
What was his name?
The whole thing.
His name is Willie LaRouche.
If you're just moving through there, it's
well,
probably
I
a
will
15-minute
acquire
walk
after
from
you
one
if
end to the
I
next
manage to
end. If
find
you are
a
actually
wayward
searching for
warrior.
stuff or shopping or going into stores
Just
and things like that,
scream
it's
out.
probably twice or 3 times
I
that
can do
much.
that.
Okay.
If you get in
Depending on
trouble.
what you're doing.
I did, in fact, Sean. Is this like the shopping area?
The Esplanade?
This one?
Yeah.
Is it like
So
light
it's
enough
not-
that all the shops are still open?
No, the shops are starting to close. You guys headed there.
Okay, can I go into one last minute?
Sure. Which
Okay.
one do you want to go into?
General store.
Okay.
I would like to buy a battle horn.
I like where this is going.
Are we still on the same?
I realized I needed a battle horn
Yeah.
a couple game
this is the
sessions
same
ago, and I didn't actually
You can just
have.
get a rape whistle like I have.
The guy.
I feel like
That's
that's
what it
for a
is.
very. I would like to buy a
Paladin
battle
rape
horn
whistle.
and a rape whistle because I feel like those have very distinctive uses.
Okay. The shopkeeper says battle horn, and he looks around. He's like, "Oh, we just sold the last one yesterday. Can I interest you in some candles?
Actually, I have candles.
Three for the price of
I
two.
would prefer. Do you know any other stores that happen to have some type of horn of battle?
I'll probably get one in my next shipment if you want to wait. I'll hold it for you. I don't know any other. Pretty much no
Can I
other
get a
stores
10%
have the
discount on said
variety.
battle horn because of the inconvenience you're causing me?
Yes.
Very well. Put me down in your ledger.
What's your name, sir?
Eris Aurelius.
Is that spelled with 2 L's or 1?
Excuse me?
2 L's or 1?
It's like the general.
2 L's or 1 in general. I'm just not a very good speller, sir.
I see. It's one.
It's 1. Okay, in general. But how many in Orleans?
I think I'll take my battle horn business elsewhere, sir.
Good luck with that. No one has my variety.
Give me an extra 5% discount
Because I can't spell?
because you have offended me for not knowing my family's history.
Fine. I will give you an extra 5%, but I'm going to mark up the price 20% because I have built up such a successful business despite my illiteracy. And I feel like that deserves applause at the very least. Thank you. 10% off your next item.
Thanks. What's in here?
Would you like to buy a battle horn?
Yeah, I want a battle horn, please. All right, so he writes down your name. He puts a minus 10% or minus 15% next to your name.
Okay.
And then in parentheses, he writes battle horn with 1 T.
Okay.
Are there any other
Poor
instruments here?
Poor bastard with 2 teeth.
Yep.
Okay.
He
Instruments
pulls
of destruction.
out a couple of tin
Tard.
soup spoons.
Nice.
Says you can clap these together like.
How much?
Well, since this is good tin, good quality tin from across the sea, we're looking at 3 falcons. 3 falcons for both of them.
Could I convince you to come down to 1 and I will advertise your business on my flyers?
Falcons are the cheap ones, right?
It's exposure.
They're silver. The silver pieces have falcons on them. He says, well, I can't read, so there's no way for me to verify that you're advertising on my flyers. So I'm going to go ahead and pass. And you know what? It's getting late. I need to close up shop. And
Oh, is it late? Okay, I run over to the tailor shop.
I didn't realize we were doing all this.
what are you
shit.
guys
I just
doing?
needed
I thought
a
you guys
battle
were
horn.
looking for.
I just
That's
needed a
why
battle
Are
horn.
you looking for?
I am gone.
I'll return at a later time. Thank you, sir.
I want to just stop there.
We need to find Olivier. Let's haggle over the price of spoons. That'll get us. Okay. So he shoos you guys out. He closes up shop.
I really did want to stop at the tailor shop. But when
Okay, you run over to the tailor shop.
I'm checking my sheet. I actually do have a battle horn right
Oh
now.
my gosh.
I like
You look at that
that.
pack and I'm like,
my
buy
God.
one of these.
I must have bought one at the mother load.
Oh my gosh.
Probably.
Back.
Or in the
Wait
beginning
a second.
when you guys got your first paycheck.
Right.
And you handed me that super list of the ladder and the
I
iron
like to
pod
feel
and
equipped.
60 feet of rope.
I
And
like to feel equipped.
I'm sure Battlehorn was on there somewhere.
Okay, I
Like
wouldn't
to
have
All right.
known. I have
Feel like
my-
a
During the
traveling
monster hunt.
guy with like the jingle jangles like hanging all over it, and you're like,
No,
I
no,
have,
he
I have
carries it.
several functional
know.
pouches.
Yeah, he's carrying it all in a huge
I'm just saying.
bag
I just
on
found his
back.
battle
Like,
horn like dingle dangling
like
off the back
Santa
of his helmet.
Claus.
He didn't
Yeah.
even know it was there.
Okay,
I always lose
so
track of my battle one.
I do want to stop it at the tailor just real quick.
okay, you go over to the tailor's to the tailor
Uh-huh.
shop. It's
Hi,
called,
remember me?
Oh wait, is this the tailor?
This
for
is not
the
the high
wedding?
fancy.
Oh, it's not the fancy.
No.
No,
The
this is
Esplanade
not-
is like the.
Get it later.
Let me
This is
take
we're
her
in the
2
middle.
hours
We're in the
away.
middle class.
I literally
we're
just
in the
wanted to
middle
run
class.
it, but what?
The upper
Okay.
class
Okay, yeah.
is like streets away.
Just tell him
Do
what
it
you
later.
want and
Do
he'll
it
give it
later.
to you. And...
No, they don't have it here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. So you guys head out.
I head out to the Strand. They head out to the Esplanade.
Okay, so are you looking specifically for Macaria?
Well, I'm looking also for Olivier.
Okay,
And
so
I'm trying to keep out of sight of people I might know.
okay, are you looking specifically for Olivier?
Yeah.
Okay, are the two of you looking specifically for Olivier?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I would like to talk to the bartender of the Sunken Wreck, see if Remy LaRouge is still working there.
Remy LaRouge. I don't know that guy.
So when did he quit?
I've never known anyone named Remy LaRouge. Who's asking?
My name's Vesper Preslin.
Vesper Preslin. He looks at a guy who's drinking at the end of the bar. The guy doesn't do anything, so he looks back at you. Nope, no Remy LaRouge here.
Well, I mean, I was friends with him back in the day whenever I used to do a little bit of musician work, some acting. I have a headshot if you'd
Did I go with you
like
or
to see.
them?
Maybe pass
I'm
around.
with him.
No, I don't want to pass around your headshot. What is it that you want? Let's just assume that Remy got on a ship and sailed away to places where he's got more friends than one.
I'm gonna slowly walk up behind the guy at the end of the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna, in a somewhat deep voice, so I'd be like, "Hey, Remy." Does he turn around?
Yeah, he starts to turn around and then he stops turning around and starts drinking.
Oh no, you're busy arguing with the bartender.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna come up and pat you and be like,
Elves.
All right, Remy.
"Stop trying to say you know."
Remy gets up from his bar stool, pulls out a knife, and he's like, "Do I owe you money?"
No, Remy, it's me, Vesper.
He squints. I don't know anyone named Vesper. Roll a charisma check.
The only elf you know.
Right. Oh no, not in Arragas. There are elves everywhere.
Oh, that'll
That's
be
a butt
dirty
roll.
20.
Okay. You smile a certain way, and then he's like, "Oh, Vesper. Oh, Vesper. Where have you been? You haven't been around in a long time." He looks at the bartender. "Yeah, I know this guy.
That was actually 23, by the way.
Okay,
Was it
good.
straight?
A dirty
Or
23.
22.
A dirty 22. Great.
Yeah, because he gets his
All right.
proficiency bonus.
What do you want, Vesper?
Oh,
Sorry about this. I got the people looking for me, you know.
Ah,
You know, it can be sometimes business ups, business downs.
understandable. I'm actually back in town,
Great.
trying to get things back up and running as
Uh-huh.
far as the business, the show business is concerned.
Good. You doing any new plays? Something
no,
funny?
I've started managing a great new act.
What's his name?
Well, her name is Pippi
Oh, her name. Oh.
Stardust.
Cool. What's her act like?
Oh, it's great.
She's real pretty.
Good. That's always a crowd pleaser.
And a good singer.
That's right.
Ooh, pleasing voice. Cool.
Yes.
She,
Actually started a riot at the Veiny Shaft in Rotanga Mining Complex. It was things
call it a riot.
settled down, but
A quiet riot.
the
Or,
oh, you know it.
Party.
but-
something.
But it was the greatest show. It was.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I've
that
ever seen.
sounds pretty cool. I mean, I know those miners can get a little rambunctious, but we don't have that kind of. Well, who am I kidding? We have that kind of crowd here. Hey, she's not going to tear my place up, is she?
No.
All right, so
I've banned the particular song list she used to rabble rouse the crowd.
oh, so she's going to sing band songs. That'll really get them roaring.
We'll figure it out. But I was actually looking for a gentleman by the name of Olivier Renaud. That is.
Oh,
So it comes by from time to time. Sort of.
He looks over at the bartender. The bartender says, "Yeah, like curly-headed fella that's always throwing money around and treating all the rest of the customers like trash." And Remy says, "Oh yeah, I know that kid. He's low class. You don't want to hang out with him. I mean, he's got money, but he doesn't understand what it means to be, a human being."
That's kind of the problem. We need to find him.
Or an elf being.
I've actually heard that quite a bit, and we need to try and stop him from getting married because he is
Whoa!
filth of the earth. I should say.
Your business has changed a little bit. So you do like anti-wedding show? I mean, I don't understand what are you trying to do in my place? What do you want to do in my place? A show
I would like to do a show.
with this woman?
Yes.
Is there
as
any
their
sex in
manager.
it? Oh, you're not in the show with her.
No.
Okay, so
I'm
no sex.
specifically the business manager. She sings, dances.
Okay, so
But as far
if
as
you're not in it and there's no sex, how is it going to be an anti-wedding? I'm not.
the business with Olivier is my friend, his daughter believes that this man is the love of her life. I'm pretty sure she's getting tricked into this arrangement so that he can take her dowry.
Listen,
It's a favor for a friend. Don't worry about it. We can
yeah,
talk
all
about
marriage
the
is
show.
a trick. I mean, I'm just going to give you that one for free.
If
I've been
you
married
know-
4 times, and every time I got tricked. Every time. I'm batting 0 for 4. You know what I'm saying?
I
0
don't know.
for 4.
I'm not a big fan myself, but
Okay, well, you know what? I don't really care about Olivier's marriage. I mean, the guy's a scum, but he pays. So if he comes in here, so you want to run the show to try to draw him in? I guess I'm just confused on what one thing has to do with the other.
they're somewhat disconnected. But if I could figure out, what's his usual routine, I could handle that away from here. Perform the show, we'll make a lot of money. It'll be great.
You're going to perform the show? I thought you said you weren't in the show.
No, I'm going to put on the
It's
show
the
with
royalty.
Pippi as the talent.
Okay, Pippi's the talent.
Right.
Got it.
This is business manager to businessman. And
Well, I'm really more of a venue owner, but I appreciate the promotion.
you're a scholar and a gentleman, sir.
I wouldn't go that far.
Right.
All right, so tonight. Oh wait, let me check my calendar.
Either tonight or tomorrow, whatever.
Yeah,
is best.
tonight's fine.
All right.
Since we're trying to track down this Olivier guy,
Mm-hmm.
if you see him, I'll be around. Could you come get me and maybe point him out? Because we need to find him. So.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're within earshot of that front door, I'll come get you.
Sweet. Thank you.
Now, you should know that it's not my business to sort of keep people against their will or anything.
No.
And he runs with some brawlers. And, I mean, he calls them friends, but clearly they're hangers on. I mean, he spends money there.
I mean, we really don't want him to hurt the
So
salad.
Sure,
I
yeah,
don't wanna keep him
and I don't want them to hurt me or
Yeah.
any of my customers or any of my
We're
employees.
trying to keep
We're going to handle that offsite. That's
I
the
appreciate
thing.
that.
Yeah, that'll
Of
be. We'll sort that out on the docks.
Okay, great. Well, it's the sun's setting. Are you guys coming back around Logs or later?
What would be a good time for When do you get your crowd?
The place is going to start filling up here in another hour or so.
All right, I think we could manage that.
Okay. See you then.
All right.
I can't wait to meet this Pippi of yours.
You'll like
It'll
her.
be great.
You know, no sex going to be a tough sell, but
She is the embodiment of sex.
ooh,
She's beautiful.
I like that. We should
So,
put that on the marquee. The embodiment of sex.
For some reason, Vesper seems very uncomfortable.
I examined the area. Is there enough space for anybody to haul a donkey in here? That's all I want to know.
Somebody could if they moved some tables around and stuff, but
It would be difficult.
What if we had somebody change into a donkey as soon as they got through the door?
I'm just gonna take the idea that you just put in my
yeah,
head.
you're not.
Throw it away.
Arister, who are you talking to? Arister, who are you talking to?
Just throwing it out
Just
there.
some guy on the street, like, so what if someone shape changed into a donkey?
Brainstorming session.
Feel free to
All right.
gouge out your mind's eye.
Arister, go ahead and make a couple of investigation checks for me. I want two.
Sweet.
I would like two of them, please.
I am better at investigating than I am at perceiving. Which
Also, I meant to tell you that
seems
my
odd.
search was going to be like less asking people where to find him and more like acting like a regular ruffian and trying to listen in and like
And also maybe just spotting him.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
more than
I got a 12
Okay.
and an 18.
Ooh, good job. Okay.
Not too shabby.
So you basically wander around for a little while, and you start hearing people.
Keep in mind, I'm in my scruffy.
But like the
I
black
haven't
tabard
shaved
and
in 2
the.
days, kind of a thing.
Are you still wearing the black tabard and,
Yeah,
and
black
split
tabard.
mail and
Split
like you look
mail.
like a street guard basically?
Like a man-at-armsy type
Yeah,
thug.
yeah,
Good
okay.
armor. Like a level 2 thug. One thug.
Cool. Yeah, nobody knows that distinction. Okay, so it takes you a little while, but at some point after dark, you spot Macaria basically strolling across the street from one what looks like closed up abandoned building to a different closed up abandoned building.
Great.
And there are a couple of guys over there sort of chatting and talking about, where they like to do their stabbing.
Okay.
Like they prefer to do their stabbing in an alley or right out where people can
God.
see, so that
Maybe people
you
shouldn't
get
talk
the
in front of
fears.
them.
Where I like to do my stabbing.
The only way to get respect is for people to see the stabbing, and no. It's let their imagination run with what happened, and like do the stabbing where no one can see, and then let them talk about it because the story is always worse than the. They're just back and forthing about where they like to do their stabbing.
Oh my god.
Um,
What relation and what distance wise are these people apart?
Macaria is
Out and
probably about 20 feet away from them at this point, and she doesn't look like she's moving straight to them, but she's moving across the street over to where they are. You're probably about another 50 feet behind her.
All right.
And there are other people dotting the street, but it's not like people who are casually taking a stroll. It's literally like you can tell just by looking at everyone that everyone is up to no good. Right? People are drinking and people are passing pouches between each other and moving away, and
Brings
there's
back a lot of bad
exchange
memories
money.
for me.
Yeah. It's not a cool place to be.
I will hurry myself up to where Macaria is,
Okay?
but I won't cramp her style.
Okay, Macaria.
I'll maintain a safe distance.
You get near the guys who were talking about best place to do their stabbing and everything. You listen in for a little while. They talk about, the best cuts and how to distract somebody right before you stab them, so that because they like that moment, that instant of surprise on the face when they realize they've been stabbed, but they didn't actually see it coming. Like they can just feel the stab. And they're both, they're kind of broing out over it. Like they're both really coming together as cut purses and sneak thieves over this stabbing conversation. After a little while, you see a man walking down the street, and he is very much out of place. He's wearing nicer clothing. But he is surrounded by about half a dozen super gruff-looking, men who are all armed and armored, and they're all talking and laughing. And as this group approaches, you notice that the denizens of the street, the people who are standing around talking or whatever, if they're in the way of this group as it walks through, they move out of the way. Like they actually step out of the way so that this group doesn't have to go anywhere. Doesn't have to diverge or swerve or anything. The man in the center has short, curly, blonde hair, and he looks kind of young. I mean, he looks to be 15 or 16 max.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a teenager. All the other men, though, they're all in their 20s, and some might even be a little older.
That's creepy.
You
Okay.
You don't hire the young sword hands because those are the guys that die first.
So,
You
yeah,
hire the old ones who've been around a few
the
times.
basic description of exactly who we're looking for. Cool.
Yeah. So I would like to step in the way of the circle and act drunk, which I happen to know how to perform quite well. And just
okay.
kind of like try to bump into it.
Okay,
Sure
so
you're not
let me
actually
have Makari here. We'll set Makari up here at the end of the street. This section here is a building. These are buildings, right? Oops. Okay. So this is the alley, and the alley bends around under the road, and the road bends around on either side of this building right here. Okay. We're gonna say there's a couple barrels out for people to use.
Sweet.
We'll put some barrels right here, and basically, this is our curly-headed gentleman right here in the middle, and he has some men who are walking with him. Let's see, that'll be 4, 5. We'll put him to the side, and 6. All right, so you stumble out in front of them, and they come up short. And what do we have here? And the young boy says, "What is your name?"
Oh, hi. I'm Akaria.
Hi,
Sorry,
Makaria.
I was in your way.
It's okay.
Pardon me. What?
Makaria, you look like you've been drinking. Would you like to join us? We're about to head over to an establishment and for some drinks and gaming.
I would love that. What? I didn't catch your name.
My name is Olivier, and these are my boys. I
Nice
like
to
to
meet
call
you,
them
boys.
the rude boys.
Olivier. Excellent.
Rude boy.
Okay, well, you look very beautiful, and entrance into the rude boys requires a kiss. And I've already kissed everyone here, so
Have you now?
you're the only one left, and all the other guys kind of laugh, and not in the fun way.
Not in the fun.
Yeah, like in the sinister way.
The sinister chuckle.
Yeah.
That's real cute.
I don't deserve a kiss? Would you like to kiss someone else?
I think I'm good.
Would you like to kiss everyone else?
No. I'm just out to have a regular good time.
A regular good time. No goodness. Well, you don't stand like a prostitute, so are you here on your own?
Yes.
While you're talking, you sort of get enveloped into the circle of men. Arister, how quickly are you?
I'm approaching
moving?
as I see them flank. I will run up there
Okay.
and get
Let me have your figure.
my finger.
I would obviously
My
be at the
neck.
ready at that point because I'm not actually drunk.
Yeah, no. I know that. They don't know that though. You did
Okay.
you did a good job with the drunk thing.
So we're approaching our target, and we have created an excellent distraction.
Yeah. So Arister, go ahead and make a perception check. And I'm actually going to make a few perception checks. I'm sure you're not stealthing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
that's right. I was like, why are my spells wrong? That's right. I didn't have the right ones. I put them on the sheet.
Okay. All right. So you guys get here as Arister comes trotting up. What did you roll?
That would be a 5.
You don't notice that Arister is.
She's directly facing the opposite direction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's probably turning around to keep track of everyone who's
Oh, yeah,
surrounding
okay.
her, but
Lots of
during
attention to
that
those guys.
pivot and stuff, she doesn't see you approaching.
Okay.
However, a couple of the rude boys do see you approaching and shout a little heads up to their group. This guy actually will turn and move over here.
Ominous.
And Tango.
Really? Okay. And he says, Olivia, we got another one. And at that point, Olivier looks at you and sort of slits his eyes. And as he
And I give
steps
him a
back, yeah, as he steps back and this guy moves in front of you, he says, "Who sent you? Never mind. I know it was Castellani." And we'll break here.
All right.
All right, so at this point, we will... at this point,
This kid's
we will
right.
take our break. 10 minutes to pee and stretch your legs and get some fresh water
Already my battle.
and yeah.
Shame on you, unpainted
Help.
character. I love it.
I wonder if they would hear. Could they probably hear my battle horn from all the way, like a couple streets away?
In a
It's
rocket.
possible.
I was
It's
actually
possible.
planning on casting locate
My
like
helmet.
object or whatever and walking the thing. That's why I asked him like how long it would take.
We're in a raucous
Yeah.
area.
Sycamores are pretty
I
loud.
don't imagine it's quiet around here.
Okay, well, let's take our break and let's be back by 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I will...
Also depends on how long we were in there. So.
I will address the
John,
chat.
if you are still watching, I hate you. Okay.
Who?
My brother John.
Oh, that's terrible. That's a terrible thing to say.
You're the worst.
On the news.
Take that.
On the internets. Yes, Beard and Brush. They're the unpainted characters should both be ashamed. However, I just picked them out tonight because I needed a named character and I hadn't actually figured out which one I was going to use yet. And the other guy just looks cool. I just haven't painted him, so he'll look.
I'm
he'll
pretty
look
sure
like
the
cooler.
shame on you was for the everybody gets to get a kiss.
Oh yeah, no, that's how it works. That's how it works in the strain.
I mean, these are creepy gangsters, so
Yeah, we do need.
I mean,
to
at least they asked. I didn't
That's
even really
true.
expect
They
that
did.
around the Strand.
they didn't just jump right in with the evil,
Yeah.
which I would then have to smite.
Well, sometimes it's more fun to talk about what you're going to do to someone so that you can see the fear play across their face. Oh, goodness
Well,
gracious.
I look
Right.
forward to smiting
It is.
3 of these guys.
Because it's
Should go well.
hot in here. Juniper bushes. As long as you don't bark, girl, you're all right. As long as you don't bark, you're
There's
all
a
right.
dog in here.
Ugh.
All right, I am ready to fight.
Okay, yeah. So
Whenever we all get reseated. Kind of glad I followed Makaria because she otherwise would have probably had trouble with this fight.
yeah, this would have been a doozy. This would have been a real doozy.
Yeah.
Um,
I really like. I know it's probably not statistically advantageous, but I do want to hurl a spear into one of these guys' chests.
okay.
So we'll see if I decide that that's a good idea. I haven't decided yet.
Well, because of the break in the show, you have plenty of time to think about it.
I know. I'm
But
seriously-
Arister needs to make a split decision here in a moment.
Yeah. What's the damage code? Probably D8.
On a spear's die.
Yeah.
You know.
Man, it would really be fun to throw a spear through, dude.
So, I'm not mean to June. Get out of here. What are you talking about? She's a great dog. I give her scratches all the time. The problem is that she gets weird when there are extra people in the house, and then sometimes she gets a little nippy, and she also growls and barks, and I don't want her to bark in here because
She knows me.
the microphone is sensitive.
I gave her
and
butt scratches last time.
I have had people complain about sudden jumps in decibel level, and Junebug, her bark is very loud. So I'm actually looking out for all of y'all. So, okay. So while we're on the break, how's the show so far? Has there been any jumps or any weirdness or?
Is it just generally mind-numbingly boring? Don't tell us that.
Yeah, don't tell us if it's mind-numbingly boring. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But we did have, for those of you who tried to watch the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we had a technical issue that really wrecked the show. We somehow went over our bandwidth, and our internet provider came down on us like a ton of bricks and throttled the show way back, which caused no real changes to the audio. There were a few skips and a few jitters in the audio, but as far as the video was concerned, it turned into a slideshow. Like it was like watching somebody's vacation photos of the time they played D&D. It was terrible. So we have since fixed the internet and moved to the sunny side of Arragas. So hopefully we won't violate our terms of service again and get throttled back. But I'm on hyper vigilance now because of that one thing. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys can still see and hear us and everything is fine. Yeah. So, anybody have any questions for the actors and or the dungeon master? Kethra wants you to get your hand out of her seat.
No. In fact, I was going to comment. I am very much enjoying the extra space we have here.
All right. So, as a quick,
if she just didn't want to show up again, I would like the extra space.
No. And as a quick, while we're on the subject, I do not condone manspreading. I want that to be recorded forever on the internet in posterity.
This is not manspreading.
Manspreading
This is thick person spreading. I was not made for small spaces. And if I was a sexy, thick lady, I would probably be equally spread out. It's just a personal quirk.
Yeah, the personal quirk is right.
Are you getting like new messages in chat? Because my chat's not getting any new messages.
I'm getting some.
Huh.
Right now, Judo Freak and Kethra are talking to each other.
Judo Freak. That guy's a weirdo.
No, he's not. He's great.
He's just mad because I have more mounts than he does now.
Oh, and now the chat has digressed into a WoW discussion.
No.
It's fine.
I see. Well, we can talk about any type of tabletop gaming if you'd like.
Yeah,
kill the next
we can.
4 minutes.
We can. So, a little while back, someone asked in the chat about when you were going to start running your own game.
I need to find a good night. Like, I need to find people that were willing to game on that night. I was thinking like Mondays or Tuesdays would be okay, but like it's gonna have to be something I figure out. Probably can't do my normal gaming night, which is Friday.
Friday's a good night for gaming, but it's not a good night for shows.
Right.
Because
that's
everyone
true.
is out doing stuff on Fridays, or most people are.
My old gaming day was Thursday nights.
That's
That's a
good
great
one
day for gaming.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If I can shuffle my schedule around, I can pull off some Thursdays.
Yep. Because Critical Role, they broadcast on Thursdays. That's how good Thursdays is.
Thursday's a good spot.
It is a good spot. Right before the weekend.
Man, I have to take a poll and find some players.
Yeah. Judo Freak, Warhammer Quest does rule. Warhammer Quest is probably the funnest game system I've ever played.
I would be willing to let, if we had a sizable chat vote, I'd be willing to let them pick the system.
Yeah. Warhammer Quest. I got turned on to that game by 3 friends of mine, Brian, Denise, and Charles.
Excellent people.
And just great people all around. And it was such a fun experience that I actually went and bought my own copy of the game. And despite the fact that it was horribly expensive because they don't really make Warhammer Quest anymore, at least not the role-playing game. And then, I tried the Warhammer Quest board game, and it's not what you think. It has the same sort of characters and monsters and things in it, but it's much more serious. Where Warhammer Quest is kind of a tongue-in-cheek. I mean, it's a deadly system. But it's like the Looney Tunes version of role-playing. Like, it's very tongue-in-cheek and everything is really funny. And when you die, it's almost always in a hilarious way. And, it's just such a good game. It's so fun because it's, my first 3 characters never made it to level 2. Like, they all died. But when my 4th character made it to level 2, I was so happy. And I was like, yeah! Level 2 guy, like, what happens now that I'm level 2, so. So, Kethra, I'm going to go ahead and vote with you. I think that you would have been back by now, because you've been really nailing it the last couple times, like getting in right at the beginning. Before that,
we didn't leave until 8:51, and I'm back at 9:01. I'm just saying.
All right. Did everybody hear that? Someone has
we're
justified.
doing okay on time.
Someone has
They're
used
just all
math
going to realize how far behind the
successfully.
stream is.
Someone has used
call it a
math
time.
successfully. Yeah.
It's probably like a minute behind. For them, it's 9:02.
Do we want to trap our mascot outside?
Yep.
June.
June. June.
Yeah. We'll see you later, sweet girl.
Oh, she went to actual outside. I said,
Oh no!
I said the
No.
word.
She's like, you tricked me.
I'm so mean.
Okay, so as Olivier backs up, the other men sort of take up a defensive position in front of him. None of them are going to move from their current spot, but you guys can all feel that pre-brawl tension. Like, nobody here is going to be confused when this turns into a Donnybrook in about 22 seconds.
As a seasoned street brawler. I'm okay
Yeah,
with
so let's go ahead and roll initiatives. Let's go ahead and roll initiatives and see what we
Give me one of the good ones. Yeah.
see what we get.
I'm kind of sad that I wasted a 20 on that, though.
All right, so
that. All right. It's not terrible.
That actually makes me really sad that I wasted the 20 on my initial roll.
okay. All right, so Arister, what did you roll?
I got a 13.
A 13. Good job. What about you, Macaria?
23.
Ooh, dang, Macaria, what's up? You're
I'm
first.
ready to go.
Yeah,
I'm ready
you're
to
first.
go.
Nat 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're first, Macaria. All right, so I know you can see the map from where you are, but just so in case you can't, you are currently surrounded by 6 individuals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Olivier is 1 space away, about 5 feet back, being protected by the man in front of you. No one has drawn their weapons yet, but everyone has got their hands ready to draw weapons. Most of them are carrying knives and swords, and there are a couple guys with shields, but for the most part, they're all just sort of carrying like streetwear weapons, right?
Was the battle horn sounded?
Not yet.
Oh.
It's not my turn.
Sorry.
The battle horn has not yet sounded.
Okay. I'm gonna get the guy right in front of me. That's in between me and our target.
Okay.
You gotta draw. You draw on him.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And I think, am I just gonna go ahead and attack, or do I want to do one of my maneuvers I get to do now?
I don't know. Do you want to do a maneuver? Do you want to attack or do
I
a
think
maneuver?
I'm going to feint.
Okay.
Draw your blade with a flourish.
So I'm gonna get advantage on my next attack this turn, and then I'll just go ahead and take that.
So fainting does what?
It's a bonus action to give me advantage on my next attack this turn.
Okay.
Your second attack. Right? So you get 2 attacks, and then...
Well, it's my bonus action, so I do
Right.
it on my next attack, so it would be the first, like the next attack.
Right.
So my
Okay.
first attack.
All right.
Okay.
So you don't have to roll anything for that, or
Nope. I just get to roll the...
that's convenient.
Yeah.
All my guys are also going to faint on their turn.
I'm glad I
So
did
that's the
that,
one
because
with
that
A.
would be a 15.
The guy with the shield. All right, you miss him as he brings his shield up in front of your attack.
Okay, I'll take my second attack.
Okay.
That's better. That's an 18.
18 is a hit.
Okay. 4, 5.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do my action surge.
Okay.
And I'm doing my purple and black as the first attack. So the first one does not hit. That is too low. But the second one is just 21.
The second one is 21.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
So that gets a 7.
Another 7. Okay, good. All right. So you hammer him pretty good. He begins bleeding profusely from his face and neck and arm as he draws his blade out to attack back. Okay.
I yell
So-
for the Esplanade.
Get him!
You're not there.
No one.
I know, that's
no one
why I was
answers.
going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fine,
so
I meditate.
Olivier, he screams out, "Don't kill him! I want to send a message to Castellani." Okay, so that will make it Arista Orlean's turn.
Let's see. I will. I can't walk through bad guys, can I?
That is correct. You cannot pass through a bad guy's space.
Got it. Okay, I am going
Pass
to.
as long as there's room on the other side.
No, you can cut through a friend as long as there's room on the other side, as long as it's a single friend. If it is an enemy, you cannot cut through their space unless you make an acrobatics roll, and they are one size larger than you or bigger.
Okay, I am going to walk up to Macaria
Okay.
and spin around
Okay.
and draw my blade,
Okay.
and we're gonna go back to back.
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah.
So you stand right here.
Yep, I do.
All
I
right.
give you a tap on your shield.
Yep. And I draw my sword and say, "Gentlemen, it seems that you have accosted this young woman. I find your actions to be untoward, and I shall slay you, unless you relent." Post haste.
One of the guys responds as a free action and says, "Boring."
That's the
Cue
guy
the
who's getting hit
laughter.
first.
Okay.
Which
The
one
guy to
was
your
it?
left.
I turn, I round upon my left.
Yeah.
And,
Everyone else laughs. You know, they're sinister. Whatever.
I'm going to bonus action, Divine Favor.
Okay.
Should I do that? You know what? No. I'm gonna smite the shit out of that guy.
Uh-huh.
He's crossed me for the last time,
Okay.
and for the first time, but
Right.
mostly for the
I'm
last
just
time.
gonna do that
Yes.
because
And yeah, it's gonna hurt real bad if I hit him. I hope.
Are you imagining Liliana's face?
Did I hit him with a 16?
You do hit with a 16. No, that bounces off of his. You said the guy to the left. That bounces off his
No,
shield.
wait, which one? Which one? Was the
This
one?
is the guy on your left. This is the
Sassy.
guy that sassed you.
Okay, well, I guess I won't do any of that.
So you swing down at him. It would have hit him right in the head, and he brings up his round shield.
Well, these guys are tough.
They are tough. I am going to
Yes.
scowl at him menacingly.
Okay, good. Menacing scowl. That always helps.
Your sassery won't protect you forever.
Okay, so this guy here draws out a longsword and places his feet in a very particular stance, and then basically swings his sword around him in an arc and, staring at you, waits.
Ooh.
All right, so that'll bring it down. Okay, so the rude boys, they just start hacking on you guys. They just start banging away. All right, so where's my? All right, so we'll do Arister first. All right, so the first guy misses you, he misses you completely. The guy who laughed at you, hits you for 7.
That bastard.
Oh dear.
20 AC. Man,
Yeah,
these
he
guys
rolled
are-
a 21.
These guys are tough.
Yeah, he rolled a 21. Okay, the guy, Makaria, immediately to your right, the one that has a sword and a dagger out. He's just attacking with the sword. That it's not WYSIWYG. He's using that dagger to point. He's just like, look over there, and then he tries to stab you. He misses you. You deflect it with your rapier. The guy in front of you, the guy that you actually stabbed, he seems really, really angry. He is going to hit you for 11.
Oh,
Okay.
crap.
Right? So he brings his sword down, you try to block it, and it just, you didn't realize he was so strong, even though you even after you've cut into him, and he hacks into your arm, right? And then he gets his shield up. This guy with the bow is going to actually scoot back and draw and knock an arrow. Would you like to take a reaction and strike at him as he moves away?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, I would like to do that. Okay. That is a 19.
19 is a hit.
And that is a 8.
Okay.
Stab him right in the bow. Right in
Yeah.
the bow.
You hit him right in the
He does
right in
it.
the bow finger. He's like, my weakness, my one weak spot.
Swords are my greatest weakness.
Okay. Yeah, he when you stab at him and he gets stabbed or whatever, he gets really mad and he starts to draw his bow, and Olivier says, wait. And so he's got it drawn on you, but he's not shooting. Okay. That other guy is still waiting. Okay, so that brings us back around to Makaria Storm Dragon.
Okay, so I need a second wind. Cause
Okay.
That was not fun. Where's my D10? Sweet, and I heal 11 points.
Oh.
That was convenient.
So you just like, and that whole gash just like seals itself up.
Excellent.
Whatever.
What an excellent use of my powers.
Yes. I should do that every time. Ugh, God. Anyway, all right.
Dice roll.
Alright.
Okay, so you have second winded.
Yep, now I'm going to attack with my rapiers.
Okay.
Oh man, me and the 6s with this. Okay, so that one is 11.
Okay, you miss him entirely.
And that one is a 18.
18 is a hit. So he goes to move your first strike away from him, and you use the opportunity to stab him
6.
for 6. All right, he's hurting pretty bad.
Come at me.
All right, so then that'll make it Olivier. Olivier laughs like this weird cackle, and he says, "Oh, she's got some fight in her. I guess Castellani is starting to send more skilled fighters at me. At last, I have some respect." And then he lowers his hand, and the guy with the bow shoots you.
What a dick.
18.
Yep.
Take another 11 as an arrow sticks into your chest.
But I just healed that.
Yeah. Yeah. So as it's healing up, an arrow punctuates it.
16.
Okay, so that makes it Arista Orlean. Arista.
Okay. Not in a sexual way. But I'm going to reach back and pat her on the butt and cast Shield of Faith
Okay.
as a bonus action.
And the old soldier pat.
Yeah, the old good on ya.
Get up, soldier.
Hit ya.
Spank. All right. Shield of Faith has been cast upon ye.
And that one does
2 AC to you.
Increases your armor class by 2 for how long? Until you concentrate, or
10 full minutes.
10 full minutes?
10 full minutes.
Oh,
Nice.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay. What does it look like? Anything cool?
It's sort of a shimmer. Can I downplay it because I don't want the people in the streets to know.
Well, the people fighting her are gonna know.
Right, I'm
But-
okay with that.
just the one to be like.
I just don't want her to glow.
Shimmer
like
whenever
Christmas
they go to
tree.
hit her or
Okay.
something. Like sparks a little.
The power of Givney surges through your muscles and causes defense to increase. Haha.
Okay, that made it sexual. The butt pat was fine. And then when you're all the power of Givney surges through your muscles.
Do I have
Also,
to-
this motion
Do I have to
is
say prayers in some sort of ancient language? Never mind.
No. Okay.
I just do it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
And
you
then-
give her Shield of Faith.
I am going
It's
to
slightly downplayed so as to not alert passersby
I am going
who are
to
otherwise just gawking at the swordplay.
turn to the man on my right this time.
Okay,
Does
this
he
guy without
have
the
a
shield? No, he does not have a shield.
Okay, that guy.
He's got a big old bat.
The guy with the bat.
He's got a big old club in his hand with a couple of brass rings around the very tippy top.
I will say I'm going to give you one more chance to surrender before I beat you all into unconsciousness. What say ye?
I ain't seen you beating anyone into unconsciousness.
Well, in the next 10 minutes you will. Can I, as a free action, can I do the battle horn? Is that a free action? I do have it
I would
in-
consider that a bonus action.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay. I'm just going to beat on the beat stick guy.
Okay.
And it's going to hurt pretty bad with a 17.
17's a hit.
Thank God. 4 damage.
Thank Givney, I'm sure you meant.
Well, she is a god, so
All right.
I'm sure she doesn't mind the generic.
So you stab him or slash him, one
Yep.
or two, with your sword. With your
Yep.
sword.
My sword.
With your sword. Okay, so let's see. So that makes it. Okay, so this guy over here with the sword and the funny stance, he switches to a different stance and sort of glints his sword in the moonlight and waits for you.
Don't fight that guy.
I really want to fight that guy. I'm gonna stab this guy in front of me first, and then I'm gonna
okay.
fight that guy.
So that was
Dario,
you. All right.
we are fighting a battle of attrition.
So the rest of the rude boys attack. Everyone will stay on their same target. The guy with the bow is going to knock another arrow, but he is going to wait to fire. So we'll do Arister first. The first guy misses you. That's the guy with the shield. The guy with the bat hits you
That bastard.
for 6.
I'm gonna kill him.
Better
Okay.
than 11.
All right. So the guy Makaria to your right does not hit you with his sword. The guy in front of you with the shield, who is heavily wounded, he is going to hit you for 12.
Okay, I'm really, really bleeding and hurt.
Yeah.
Really, it's bad.
Yeah, he just keeps hacking in that same spot. He's just like, wow.
It's really bad.
Maybe a little battle orange.
I just
A little
realized the
handsy.
battle horn was going to be a full action. Otherwise, I'd
Handsy
use it last
lamb.
round.
I need another pat on my butt, but maybe. in a
Yeah, you're
different
gonna
way.
get
In
some
a more
You're gonna get a healthy
team
butt pat.
member appropriate.
You're gonna get some hands,
It's going to be on the verge of a spanking.
some hands laid upon you
Okay.
in a healthy way.
In a healthy way.
Yeah.
In a soldier inspirational way.
Yep.
Okay, so the guy with the bow has knocked an arrow, and he, Makari, you can, like, because you see him, right? Because he's shooting you, and you can see him. Basically, he's aiming at you, but he keeps looking over at Olivier and just like waiting, like he's watching. Olivier's got his hands up, his hand up again, right? Okay, so that was the rude boys as far as they're concerned. Makari, a storm dragon, it comes back around to you.
I'm going to faint again,
Okay.
and hopefully it actually works this time. Yeah, there we go. That's a 21.
Okay, that's gonna hit him.
Yay, I get to add my die. 2d8. Yeah. So we got 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11.
To the guy you've been wounding this whole time?
Yes.
Yeah, in front of you? Okay. So,
I'll stay there.
question of the hour.
I do not kill him.
Are you killing him or knocking him unconscious?
Knocking him out.
Okay. So basically you stab him with the one rapier, and then as you pull it out, you come across with the pommel of your other rapier and you hit him right across the bridge of the nose, and it's instant. He just goes stiff as a board like he's listening to some weird music and just falls over. Bam. Right in front of you. Boosh.
All right.
Olivier's eyes go wide and he goes... So the guy with the bow is, starts to aim at you. Okay.
I have another attack.
I know that.
Okay.
What else are you planning to do?
Oh, now that he's down, I'm turning to my rapier friend.
Okay. Well, he just has a long sword, but yes.
Oh, longsword, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
longsword.
Right. But he's doing cool stuff with it.
Okay.
I think maybe.
Okay.
I definitely want to fight him.
Call him the Musketeer.
I really want to fight.
The Musketeer.
Woo! That was not in the box. Let's try that again.
Thank God for that, I guess.
23.
23. Okay, so I need you to roll again.
18.
Okay. So as you come in, like your sword is going basically straight for his face, and he just deflects it away, and you barely nick his cheekbone. Right? Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, that's fair because it's just a grace. 4.
Okay, great. 4. All right.
You nicked the shit out of that cheekbone.
Yeah, I mean it was headed straight for like the divot in his lip, and he was just like,
he's gonna need some stitches,
right? And he looks at the blade as it goes by, and then looks back at you, and he doesn't. It's partial surprise, but he's also kind of proud of you. Like he's like, right, like, all right, someone worth fighting, right? Okay, so. That was your turn. All right, so Olivier drops his hand. The bow guy shoots at you, Kethra, and hits you for 6. Not Kethra. I'm sorry, Macaria. Not you, Kethra.
We did not have time. I am unconscious.
Oh, no. Can I heal you back from unconsciousness?
Yeah. So the arrow will knock you to 0 in a way that you pass out from the blood, you're not dying.
Can she pass out backwards and like lean into my back?
She does briefly.
Okay, good. That's when I'm going to do my thing.
And then on your turn, but by the time it's your turn, her knees will have buckled. And
Yeah,
she will
but
crumple to the ground.
time, is she going to crumple to the ground before I have a chance to do that? Time wise?
Yeah.
Or is it more like immediate? Is she going to crumple like a deck of cards, or is she going to like stumble first?
Well, she's going to hit you, and then Olivier is going to say something snide, and then she's going to fall over, and then it'll be your turn.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I can't save you from standing up.
Yeah, you're gonna fall prone. You'll fall prone. Is that what you meant? You were trying to keep her from falling prone?
Yeah, because I was like,
she'll fall prone.
we're back to back, so I figured if she was going
Yeah.
to fall back into me,
Yeah.
I could heal her through my spinal column.
Lay on spine. Yeah.
You weren't ready for it. So.
Okay, yeah. So as you fall back, the guy that you just stabbed in the face, that you just cut across the face, he curses, right? He says, "Damn it, Olivier!" And Olivier says, "Quiet, Jenner. We can talk about it later." And then you collapse into unconsciousness. All right, and you hear all that as Macaria hammers into your back and then slides off, and you look down and see her just fall onto the ground unconscious.
Okay.
Okay, so that was Olivier. So Arister.
Signal with my battle horn.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Make a Constitution check because you're really gonna.
I got a 12.
What's your passive perception?
12.
You hear it. What's your passive perception?
15.
You hear it. All right. So off in the distance, you hear.
It's super effective.
I think Arister's trying out his battle horn.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
it's Let's go see if he's having much luck with that.
Okay. Do you think he's in trouble?
Let's walk and talk.
Okay.
This goes.
Well, I'm saying because if we need to get there quick, I mean, I can turn into a horse.
Or a donkey. Now would be a good time to check it out.
Sorry, let's.
Pack more sure-footed.
Moving on.
Roller
And
skates.
just out of curiosity, can you be a boy pack mule?
Yeah, he
How far
probably
away did
wouldn't
that
sound the
sound?
battle horn if it wasn't urgent. So
Oh, okay. Hop on, and I turn into a horse.
Oh, he gets to ride the horse. You don't get to ride the horse.
You know what? It's coming to save me. I'm okay with that.
All right,
Jump
so
on it.
you jump on. What does your
Ride
horse
it.
look like other than having your face? Your
He's
creepy,
black
face
with a couple of like
silver
gray
eyes.
spots and silver eyes. I made the mane.
Yeah,
I made the mane is like
It is.
black.
it is. It's like it. Huh?
The mane is like blue, black, green mixed. Because my hair
Okay.
color is like a bluish
Right, dark
navy
blue,
with some
right.
green tips in it.
Okay. Blue, black, green. Okay.
Yeah.
So other than that, you're right. It doesn't have an elf's face. It
Yeah.
just has silver eyes. But
It's like level 10.
when it whinnies just before you take off, the whinny is yeah. Oh, yeah.
I pull out my pan flute and play out. Right, yeah, that's
I don't
right.
know if it sounds
Yeah.
exactly like that. It would be more like wee.
Yeah. Either way, the crowd disperses.
That's ridiculous.
I play like the hand of the battle brigade or something.
Oh yeah, Kendra wants to know what her cutie mark is.
You don't want to lay on hands.
Oh,
Well,
please be
if-
something cool.
That's an excellent
Oh.
question, Catherine. I'll tell you.
We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. All right. So you blow the horn. Everyone around you looks at you for a very brief instant, and then they continue to
Beat the crap
beat
out
on
of
you. Yeah.
Okay.
So did you just blow the horn?
Yes. Well, no, I have more stuff to do.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that's a bonus action. So
Well, here's my current debate. If I dump all my lay on hands on her, then she's going to get up and probably have the snap beat out of her by the rest of the guys again.
yeah, these guys are all gonna
Okay,
beat
roll
the
it
snap
down.
out of you guys. That's
So I'm thinking if I
We'll get
shield
there.
myself and
Yeah,
then
but
just
we-
take hits
we'll
for a
make
round,
rolls,
maybe
see
I
how
can
we
live
do
through
that.
it and be alright.
okay. It's up to you.
Let me see what I mean.
It's up to you.
How many hit points do I have left? I have 16 hit points left. That's not great.
That's a million.
Might as well be. I could have 22 AC.
Were you adding the 2 when they hit me? So that I had 18 AC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The one guy missed entirely, and then the other guy rolled like a 24. So yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'll stoop down and heal you. 15 is yours. You have 15 hit points.
Boom. All right, you feel the surging warmth of Givney spread across. You actually remember the feeling from the battle.
just threw
Remember when Vance was pulling you out? When he grabbed you and pulled you up onto the stretcher? You felt this same feeling.
It's quite a
How
tingle.
about that? Yeah. I've been looking up a bunch of old songs that I could sing
Gregorian
in a
chants.
Gregorian chant, like
You will
Twinkle,
be
twinkle, little
healed.
how I wonder what you are.
Now I'm gonna have to Gregorian
All right.
chant every time I land.
Oh yeah, no, every time, yeah.
Okay.
The paladins are very clear on
Notorious
this.
for
You
it.
chant everything. Okay. Yeah, RA healing is better.
Wow.
The Kethra ghost has said. Okay, so that was okay. Do you want to move?
If I do move, I feel like they will beat the shit out of Makari.
Only out of Makaria, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna move.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna present yourself as a continuing target.
Yes. Continue.
Okay. All right. So
Correct.
Jenner, the one known as Jenner now, he actually looks genuinely perturbed at Olivier. And so he actually puts his sword away and steps back and just begins, like, he just acts like he's done. He's done with the fight.
Okay.
And Olivier yells at him, like, Jenner, what are you doing? I pay you to protect me. And Jenner doesn't answer.
Something tells me his father pays Jenner to protect him. It's just a hunch.
Okay, so that was Jenner. All right, so the Rude Boys. All right. Those two guys are going to attack you. Arister. It's the same two guys. 17 is not enough.
That is true.
20 is not enough, right? You're at 22 now?
I'm 20 armor class.
Oh, 20 is enough. Okay, so you're going to take an additional 6. So this guy here with the bat, he's really finding a home for it.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, dunk, 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 and you're just like, okay, so the guy that's standing above Kethra,
That is not my name.
Kethra, Macaria, notices that Macaria is still moving and begins stabbing her. All right, Macaria, take 7.
You were not wrong.
Okay, so that brings it back around to Macaria's turn. Macaria standing up from prone requires half of your movement. And since you have 6 spaces, that's more than enough.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't take an action anymore?
It's just one. It's a move action, but it only takes up half of your move. And in 5th edition, you can split your move. So you can literally move 5 feet, attack a guy, move 10 feet, attack a separate guy, and then move another 15 feet.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay.
That's been a table war for a long time.
So I'm going to stand up,
Okay.
and I'm really pissed off at that guy with the bow. So I'm going straight for him.
All right, so you're going to move here.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll take up the rest of your movement.
And then I'm going to feint.
Okay. He.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what's he gonna do? He can't dodge it. You did some sort of a feint, and he's just like, like, what's he gonna do? He's got a bow.
That gives me a dirty 20.
Oh, all right. Good night, bow guy. Oh, a dirty 20. Never mind.
I still get to roll 2 d8s though.
What? Why?
For the feint.
Oh, for the feint. Oh wait, no, 2d8s. I thought the feint gave you advantage on the attack roll.
It did, and then I add my superiority die.
Oh, roger that. Yeah, good job.
So 6 plus 3 is 9, 11.
Okay.
That was attack number 1.
Okay.
I hate you.
That's what you say to him?
Yes. And then I miss because I'm
He shoots an arrow in your mouth.
blinded by hatred.
All right, so that brings it to Olivier's turn. Olivier is going to move away from you, Macaria. If you would like to take your reaction to stab at him, you may do so.
Nope.
Okay.
He has an 11. Was that a 9? No, I think I just moved it.
All right, so at this point, Jenner redraws. Oh wait, hold on. That was Olivier. Okay, I'm sorry. At this point, Jenner does nothing. Arister or Leond. It is your turn. You are surrounded by what looks to be 3 people now.
Neato. Let's see. I'm looking to see whether this takes an action. I don't think it does. I think I could just do it.
What is it?
Channel Divinity?
Yeah, I think it's part of your other action. Right?
Sweet.
Yeah.
So doesn't it make your weapon super
Glow
powerful?
with Holy Might,
Right.
and I get some charisma bonuses and stuff.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Channeling some divinity into my sword.
Okay.
And I am going to turn to Bat Guy. Oh, and the whole alleyway lights up.
Okay, so everyone sees this.
Yeah.
Your sword just
My
starts.
sword just
lights
bursts
a
into
fire.
holy light. It's not fire, it's holy light. I think. Yeah.
It's give me mist.
It's giving mist, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to round on him because he's been hurting me real bad.
Yeah, the guy with the bat.
Yes. And
Well, you heard him first, to be fair.
I'm going to see if I can thump him.
Okay.
And I hit him.
Okay.
Definitely. With a 21.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Neat. I am going to smite him as well.
Okay.
So, 7 for regular damage. And then 3. for a total of 16 damage to that guy.
Okay, so 7 regular damage and then 9 divine damage.
Yes.
16. Okay. All right, so you hammer him really good, right? I mean, you basically, where he was hitting you with his club, you hit him in the same spot with your sword, and you just like slash into him, and he screams out.
Did I?
Oh gosh!
Did I use a bonus action? I didn't, did I?
Not this turn.
Sweet.
You did last turn to blow the horn.
I am going to shield faith myself.
Okay. So that puts you at 22.
Yep.
Okay.
And I am out of spells.
Okay. All right. So you are 22. I'm actually going to write that down right here, just so that I know.
And that guy is going down soon.
Okay. All right. So at this point, Jenner redraws his sword and moves to right here. And as a free action, he says, "You got me good." Now I'm gonna try.
No, I don't know.
All right, so he, okay.
Horrifying.
Okay, so he basically stabs straight at you, and flicks his sword at the last minute to deflect your deflection, like you're bringing your rapier up, and basically stabs you right in the chest for 12.
And I'm down again.
And just holds it for a second, and then as he pulls it out, you just crumple forward unconscious
This plan worked out really well
from
for
the
me.
pain. Yeah.
This is why we don't go places without full group.
Yeah. All right.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't.
So then, Arister, Makari doesn't see this, but then Jenner turns to Olivier and says, "That is what you pay me for." He flicks her blood off of his blade and resheaths it. All right. Then this rude boy turns away from Makaria to you, Arister. This guy knocks his bow. Let's do it. All right, 22, huh? This is just going to be a whole bunch of misses. It's going to be like Keystone Cops. All right, so the guy that you really hammered misses. The guy with the shield that you have not yet hit also, also misses. The guy with the longsword right here that points to everything with his dagger hits you for 5.
Okay.
And then the guy with the arrow with the bow fires and hits you for 8.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, what the hell happened to Keystone Cops here?
I thought it was going to be a bunch of misses, but when you roll
Oh.
2 18s in a row,
Gotcha.
22 is not far behind. All right. So,
We're subdued.
are you at 0?
I'm past 0.
Okay, you can't go past 0 in 5th edition. You just go to 0.
Right.
Okay.
Unless you take
So,
up to half of your hit points in the negative.
Well,
oh yeah, it
That
wasn't.
you
You didn't
automatically-
take that many, did
Right,
you?
no.
Yeah, okay. All right. So as you start getting pummeled and stabbed and hit with a bat, and an arrow flies in and hits you in the chest, you fall down to your knees, and you hear as you're collapsing, Olivier say, "Don't kill him. I want Castellani to see his failure." And then you hit the dirt.
okay.
Okay. Let me think here. All right. So as you guys come riding up to where the horn was blown, you can see Makaria laying in the street. You can see Arister laying in the street.
Can we see anything else?
There are,
Makari looks like a pincushion.
yeah, there are,
Yeah, I just meant, are there people still there, or did they like leave?
there are no people there, but there are some kids there who are rifling through bags and pouches and stuff. And when you guys ride up, they all scatter.
I throw a rock at the straggler, the back of the group,
In fact,
the runt.
The
The runt
of the fat kid. He runs off. You hit him in the butt. I'll say, and he runs off. I'm assuming you're going to jump off of Liliana immediately.
That's right.
Right. Okay.
Dramatically.
So dramatically. Good. Yes. All right. Dramatically. Okay. When you get to
Here. My weird black-headed zebra.
okay, that is weird. All right.
I've been coloring it with this Sharpie because I forgot my horse.
Yeah.
I only ride in style.
All right, so you guys pop off. These guys are. I'm just moving them off of the street because they're gone. Okay, so. Well, what do you guys have any healing?
Yes, I will put my hand up to my mouth and cast Healing Word. Say, cheer up, pal. The words. And the words will float over and rest gracefully on Arister.
Okay.
I would say
I'll look at
mangled body, but maybe it
Macaria. I'll look at Best.
that's
Can
gonna
I
be
get a point of inspiration for that? Because one of my ideals is my duty is to lay down my life for another, and I pretty much did that.
Absolutely.
Literally.
Yeah.
Just
Now keep in mind, you guys have to remind me of these things.
No,
because I can't remember. Because each. Oh.
that's why I'm reminding you.
Sorry, internet.
That's why I'm reminding you
Yeah.
because
I'll tell you what. It's,
I volunteered to
my
get
trade-
the shit kicked out.
Right.
How about we'll discuss this afterwards?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys each have 4 different traits or abilities or whatever that can earn you that inspiration. I can't remember them all. So you guys need to say like, hey, my ideal was blah blah blah. Can I have inspiration for that? And then I'll usually say yes. But
Mine's real easy. Sarcasm and insults are my weapons of choice. So technically, I should have like
you can
20
only
inspiration.
you can only earn one at a time.
Right.
Mine are just
Well, I've
kind
earned
of
none.
sorta
So.
Yeah.
everything about me being completely
Anyways,
clueless
yeah.
about
Okay.
people.
So that's healing word for 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Back up.
Arister, your eyes flit open. You're ready for battle once more. You're up on your feet, weapon ready.
Okay.
You do notice, however, that your satchel or whatever that you carry around all your battle horn and all your other things like that
Right.
has been ripped open, and someone was clearly sifting through it.
Super. I take inventory.
You're also missing all of your money. Like if you had any money on you, that is gone.
I
Well,
also turn to Macaria.
444 gold.
Holy crap! No wonder you got beaten up. How are
Well,
you moving around with that much weight on your
You
body?
told us we couldn't store any of our stuff at the bank anymore.
Did you just wake up and look at your bag and go, my money's gone?
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed about that.
I'll go follow down the person that was rifling through his bag.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm a big warhorse.
Is anyone healing me from?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to.
The first thing I did was look at
Okay.
Mercaria, and after
Okay, well, it's
he
not-
heals Arister, I'm
I'm
like, well, we scattered a bunch of people that were
Right, but it wasn't one per. I mean, like,
Can I make a perception check to see if I noticed who was in his bag?
yes, but think of it like a thing where the money falls into the street and everyone runs out and then everyone runs away.
Well, no, somebody opened his bag and took it out of there.
Well, your money pouch is not the same as your satchel that's holding all your shovel and your ladder and all that crap, right?
Yeah, keep in mind, however, it was attached to
I remember that.
I do remember.
my innermost
Oh yeah.
delicate
Okay.
spot.
Here, I'll tell you what.
Did they have to roll an investigation to see if they
Roll
found it?
no. Roll
under some
die.
armor.
Roll a die 12 plus 10.
It's under some armor.
No, roll a die 12 plus 10.
Okay.
Somebody might have got handsy.
Roll a die 12 plus
I
10.
got a 12.
Okay, so earlier you had pulled out 12 here, and I'm not letting you walk around with 440 gold pieces between your legs. Like that's not. We're gonna fix that later.
It's very eloquently strapped.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay.
We're talking about a bag of money this big
Yeah?
in between your Legs? No.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, surely there's some
Earlier,
I have
in
a
the
chain
saddlebag.
cord that goes down in between my
earlier, so as not to give away your hidey hole and also not to dig at your crotch in front of the locals, you wisely put 12 gold into a belt pouch that you were going to use to spend on drinks and etc. etc. That money is gone.
Okay.
So just subtract 12 from your 440. That's what's been stolen.
I would say,
And then I'm
most of
gonna
it's-
look at your backpack and see if there's anything in there worth stealing. All right, Macaria, your money's gone.
I'm going to healing word
How much money did you
Macaria.
lose?
420.
Nice.
Now roll a die 10 times, or die 10 plus, or I mean a die 12 plus 10.
16.
Okay, 16. All right, that's how much you lose out of your 420, which is too bad. What a nice round number that was. All right, so Arister, I mean not
So I
Arister,
don't
Vesper, you
chase
healing
down
word.
thieves.
Macaria.
Yeah.
And I guess the word would be. Why does it look like the back of your pants are ruffled? Handprints.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Right.
Holy
oh,
handprints.
yes.
I imagine that's the.
You wake up, when you wake up, your butt cheek is the only part of you that's going to feel good.
Right.
It's in the shape of a palm.
Right.
Yeah, my healing hand.
A holy welt.
There's one glowing handprint
Holy
on
handprint.
your.
Holy
Your
welt of
buttock.
give me. All right,
Well.
well you gotta hit the box.
Ow.
Aw.
That's 6.
All right,
I'm awake. That's all I care.
okay, so for
I'm
the
checking this on them to see, like, are they up? Are they walking?
I am up and walking, correct.
yeah, okay, so for
I'm
the
staying a horse.
for the purposes of carrying large sums of money, we're gonna say that you guys have little hidey places at Sable Guard, and you're not walking around the city. Like you guys would have known not to come to. You guys got robbed the last time you were here.
Yep.
You would not come to the Strand with a bag of 440
Right.
gold pieces hanging off.
I
of
know,
your
I
back.
just had that written on my
Okay, all right.
I
Our
realized that.
our total like goal. Let's say this is like what we have in the city.
Yeah.
Whether
We're
it's
gonna-
at our
yeah.
house or
Right.
guild or
Hidden.
something.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
walls
So-
and kind of-
Yeah, because we're not. Because first of all, the first prostitute you meet is going to find that sack right away.
That's a big old heavy
She's going to be
sack.
like, "Whoa,
I'd
I'm
say-
going to need to invite some friends."
I've taken a vow of chastity.
It doesn't matter.
Uh,
They'll know it. They can sense weighty. All right. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I can heal them of their STDs.
Okay. We.
By the way, if you had any,
Okay.
gone.
So,
You're welcome.
I
I don't like to pry.
you don't have to.
Yeah,
You can just assume that it was
That's
all
right.
healed.
indeed.
Okay, so make a perception check for me, Liliana. Hollywood.
Not have advantage because horses don't have good senses of smell.
They sure don't. Horses smell like crap. Just kidding. Horses are actually quite nice.
That's not very good. 9.
9. Okay. All right. So everyone.
Passive those. 15.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not paying attention, which I
Yeah,
never am.
Okay. So Macaria, Arister, and Vesper make perception checks.
Natural 20.
Good job.
I'm just really confused right now.
16.
This horse is like, what?
I got a 17.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so first of all, Macaria, one of your rapiers is gone.
Oh my gosh, I will murder somebody.
With the other one. Of course.
It was a match set. One of your rapiers is gone, Macaria.
And what happened yet?
And then the three of you, like you guys, you know, Vesper says, "Hey, where did they go?" And the three of you start looking around, and you guys all notice, even though there's lots of footprints and stuff through the dirt and through the street and stuff, there's some drag marks, right? Because you remember you guys knocked one of their buddies unconscious. There's some drag marks that go off and down the street. So you begin following the drag marks, and you eventually come to the outside of a unlit tavern that's just called the Rusty Bucket. And in front of the tavern, there's a horse trough, and literally ends just floating in the water. It's just like this rusted old iron bucket. It's just the water's like completely rusted.
Wait, a bucket floating in the trough?
It's not floating. It's down. It's laying on the bottom of the trough, but it's all rusted out.
Oh, it's a rusty trough then.
No, the trough is made out of wood.
Okay.
The iron bucket that's in the water is
I'm used to
completely
steel
rusted out.
troughs. That's what I've seen before, so I was
Oh well,
confused.
nobody in this side of town can afford a steel trough. It's made out of wood.
Okay.
Okay. And then the sign above the door says rusty bucket, and you can see some low lamplight or something through the windows, which are like roughly. I mean, they're not the kind of glass that you can just like peer in through. It's like that sort of rough cut. You know what I mean? Like almost, not frosted, but like it looks kind of like it's different angles and stuff, so it makes everything look all pebbly. You can hear a low murmur from inside, but other than that, it doesn't sound like anyone's having a good time in there.
I'm neutral good.
But the drag marks do go into that establishment.
I'm like looking back and forth between you two, like, huh?
We'll be
I'll
able to
enter.
take them. if
Yeah, do we have any other
they're
heals?
beaten into the ground?
I've
We will use all of our
I will
resources healing each other.
harumph as a horse and be like,
I don't think we can take him tonight.
there's a form. And then I'm gonna be like,
I have my sword. I'm going in there. Whether I get knocked out again or not.
I entered.
Tell me what happened. What?
I found Olivier.
Oh.
And she challenged him and his 6
I challenged no one.
well-equipped warriors to battle.
I wandered into their circle.
And I was compelled to rush in and save her.
So that's why the horn went off. Okay.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Not great. Not great.
My spirits have been dampened somewhat.
I think I might have a solution where I could at least go in and check the situation out. And I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
I disappear.
Okay. I'll get them patched up. You go see what's going on. Come back out here and tap me on the shoulder before you talk spooky.
Who are you talking to? I'm over here now.
So irritating. Just go. Okay. I will. Man, I didn't know you guys were going to
gently
be all like
blow in Liliana's ear.
fighty today.
Neither did I.
Well,
I was just on a fact-finding mission.
yeah, right. Right. You're always ready to poke
In fact, I can stab a guy in the face.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to take like a week off or something in the next month so I can make more potions. This is crazy. But yeah, I'll go ahead and heal you guys. But I don't have cure wounds right now. I've only got healing words, so you guys are gonna get baby heals.
Okay, Arister,
Can you cast that as many times as you
Vesper.
Mm-hmm.
You go
You cast as many times as you
into
want.
the. Here, let's move this out over here.
Yeah, that's why I make potions in the outside.
You go into
I
the
have one.
into the tavern. It is terribly lit. It smells vaguely of piss and beer. The place does not appear to serve any kind of food, and you are grateful for that fact. People sort of look at the door as it opens and closes again, and then most of them just assume that it was a gust of wind or something.
Would you consider what we did at the other thing a short rest?
What other thing?
Oh, like we were chilling at the other bar and he was chatting and...
No,
Did we have a short rest at any point today?
not between now and the fight.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant before, like after we got done at the mansion or whatever.
Yeah. You guys
I would have had
you
a
guys
short
met
rest,
with
right?
Dagon
Yeah.
outside of the Dragon's Teardrop and found out that he had also too received
Because
a lifetime ban.
it was like 6 hours
Yeah,
between
I'm
noon
saying.
and when.
Yeah.
Because I would have been able to do natural recovery and get 2 spell slots back. So it's important because that gives me my level 2 back.
Yeah, I think you had plenty of time.
Or some healing. Okay, so you come in, Vesper. We'll just put you right over here by the door. The place has a couple of tables and a bar. The guy standing behind the bar
I'm more hurt.
You're more.
looks like he's just sort of watching, right? He's chewing on something, but he's not swallowing anything, so you don't have any idea what's in his mouth, but he's just like smacking it like gum, maybe. Although I'm not sure gum actually exists, might be a little anachronistic. So he's probably just chewing on some tobacco leaves or some
Black
Wax?
Yeah.
You could chew on a ball of wax. It's kind of like
yeah. Okay. So the guy, there's a guy slumped on the table who is clearly unconscious. Okay. There's another guy over at this table who is nursing a wound, a sword wound. And these two guys are talking to him,
7 and 4.
basically, saying things like, oh, I don't know why he doesn't let us kill him. Like, what's the point of, being a bodyguard if you can't kill people who threaten the guy paying you? It's just what a waste of our talents, what a waste of our skills. And then there's another guy with a longbow who is also wounded, and he is sitting at the same table. Olivier is over at the bar talking to the bartender, and they're whispering back and forth, and the bartender is just sort of like chewing on his, chaw. And that's what you see: unconscious guy sitting at one table, 2 wounded guys, and 2 other guys sort of quabbling at the other table, and Olivier. Well, you think it's Olivier because he's got golden curls, and they said, "We found Olivier."
Okay. I go back out.
Okay.
I duck back outside,
Okay.
and then or first, actually, have you announced that your sword's gone?
Oh yes, I was.
I do a quick spot check.
Okay. Roll perception.
for any S words.
Oh.
You do not see Macaria's rapier anywhere.
All right.
None of them are carrying a rapier.
Okay. And then I silently approach Macaria and I go, "Hey,
Oh my god.
I didn't see your sword, but there's like 4 guys in there, rather rough looking, and that Olivier fellow, guy with the curly
Okay.
hughes."
I described the archer to him
Mhm.
and asked if he was in there.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
all sitting around a table.
Oh, how much did we get for the heels?
4 and 7. Sorry.
I'm gonna go around the building and check and see how many exits are in this thing.
It'll be very difficult to go around the building because this building is mashed between other buildings. You would have to go to the end of the street and come up an alleyway.
Does it look like? Can I tell if it goes into the other?
Most of the buildings in the city have an exit into an alleyway because everybody just dumps all their crap back there.
Okay, so I could walk around and come back into the alleyway.
You could?
Okay, cool.
As I say,
Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys wait here for a minute.
Wait, are you going
well,
to
just to tell you before you head out, you know that spell I used that made Sarah's like, blood,
Right.
blood.
He can't see that. You're invisible. All he hears is blood.
Remember
that part where
I
there
get
was
the
the
image.
blood?
I get the image.
Visualize, damn it.
It's kind of burned into our brains at this point. Yeah.
I could probably get all the guys at the table with that, but Olivier would be the one who would probably
I'd
run
rather-
off like a
may-
Nancy.
I may
I'd rather I
have.
pull out my 2 hand axes.
I may have a solution.
I've got a solution.
Does it look like anybody else?
Oh, sorry, you ordered that twice.
Oh
Oh,
no, it's after dark. and
You
the
should
only-
know by now not to stand that close to
I've got
me.
solutions.
The only people who are outside in the street with you guys are other ne'er-do-wells.
Well, do we wish to do this evening? Or
Yes.
do we wish to come back another time?
I don't
have one
know.
yay.
I think we have to.
To do this evening?
Yes.
Very well.
It was hard not to
And-
find him, and my rapier missing.
I'm gonna keep eyes on him. If I see Olivier start to move, I'll signal you all.
Well, how heavy is this water trough look?
Let's see. There's probably 10 or 15 gallons of water in it, so 160 to.
It would be difficult to move if we were to
240.
block the
How
door.
big is the
Plus
interior of this
another,
place?
plus another 40, so 280 pounds maybe total.
Okay.
Let's go.
How big is the interior of this place?
My suggestion.
Vesper estimates it to be, basically 40 by 40, roughly.
Okay.
40 by 40, roughly.
How well ventilated does it look?
It is.
There's a transom
Nice.
above the front door, but it is currently closed.
A what?
A transom, it's a window that opens in.
Oh, nice.
Like if the door's underneath it, the window hangs in like this into the, to let out smoke and stuff like that.
Oh man, I'm really glad
But
we took
apparently
that
not the
rest
smell of
earlier
urine.
because I've got a couple spells that could help.
Well, it's not open.
My
It's
suggestion
closed. Maybe they should
is
open.
that we set a fire on this side of the door.
See, that tends to kill people.
Right.
Although it would be a drastic improvement for this
It will-
establishment.
Generate a lot of smoke, driving them out into the alley where we can attack them one by one.
Yeah. Or I could cast. How big is it in there? You said how big?
40 by 40.
40 by 40.
Approximately.
Excellent estimation skills.
40 paces by 40 paces.
Your ability
Heel
to
toe.
estimate is quite extravagant.
Well, I could make a bunch of vines and spiny things appear in the middle of the room, and then cast Hold Person on Olivier. Or I could wait and cast Hold Person when he comes out. I don't know.
I don't see how any of y'all are
So,
going to enter in
however,
order to do
if
any
we
of that.
run in there and they hit me one time,
Mhm.
I will be unconscious again.
Mhm.
Okay, so
So
since your character is the most intelligent of the 5,
okay, fair.
So when it comes to low security places, that means that the police don't show up for fighting and brawling, just public indecency and shouting and stuff. They only show up if there's a dead body or something like that.
Okay.
A fire, on the other hand, is a sure way to bring
We're not
authorities.
burning down the place. We're filling it with smoke.
I mean,
Okay.
I could definitely fill it with smoke.
Without
That's-
starting a fire.
Yeah, my hands literally light on fire, and all
Okay,
I have
that
to do
sounds
is
like
hold
starting
wet wood in my hands, and it will smoke profusely.
Okay.
Don't you know
That
this? How to make
sounds-
smoke signals?
No, I'm
It's
not
like
a- I'm
So
not
we
a
can
druid.
spiritual
barricade
I'm not a
this
druid, I'm a
door.
That's actually leafy branches, but
We could barricade this
Right.
door, block up the vent, go around to the
That
alley,
would, yeah.
poke a hole in the wall, and have her stick her hand through in order to generate smoke inside the building.
Well, I mean, I would just.
The whole building.
Or you
would
can
fill up
just
with smoke
barricade
and drive them
one of the
out.
doors and run in the other door and beat everybody up and
There we
capture Olivier. Or
Unless they
beat you up first.
beat us up first.
Well, you
Well,
got
I
two
guess
new
that's-
allies.
Seems
You got
to
two
be likely.
fresh
That's-
from the fight allies, or fresh.
I've got my shatter.
I don't know. I kind
Wait,
of like
I'm
my
going
idea.
on the ones on my sheet, not the ones on my cards. Okay.
If she were to cast something that would scare them out of the building, just like the vines, they would start to run out, and she can just step backwards.
She
They
won't be
take-
able to run out if she casts vines inside the room. They'll be
What?
stuck
No,
to the ground.
I
right?
can cast it from 150 feet away.
No, not you. Them.
They won't be able
Oh.
to run out of
No,
the
they
room
will.
'cause
They'll
be
just take damage on every step.
All of the cameras just froze.
No.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been wild.
Yeah.
We
This
could
thing
stop.
could stop
we,
again.
we, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we could talk this thing.
Can you
to
guys
death.
hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear us at all?
Let's see.
Contact me if you can. It's
No,
down.
they can't. They can't. Oh, they
You
can't hear
can.
us.
You
Okay,
can't
they
hear
can't
us.
Okay. Well, let's just stop here. Let's just take this opportunity
Yeah.
to stop here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll get the cameras and stuff fixed, and then I'll figure out what's going on, and we will save this amazing final battle for actually 2 weeks from now. This next Wednesday is our off Wednesday, everyone. This first one, 5th of December, is our off Wednesday. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end the stream here.
Next up-
Ben is really cute frozen. Everyone should know that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, have a great night, everybody. And Mom, if you're still listening, I'll see you later.